So I often hear a lot of times the UK is depressing. People want to leave and go to different countries because the UK is depressing. London is depressing. Like it's the UK is bad vibes, right? Which it is to a certain degree, but you know what? I think the UK in itself is not bad vibes. The UK in itself is not depressing. It's you. It's you who's depressing. It's you who's bad vibes. It's you who's low vibrational. You need to change your outlook and your mentality, your mindset when it comes to London and the UK in general. You know what I mean? Because when you step back and look at it, like look at things, it's such a blessing to live in the UK. It's such a blessing to live in London or any city in the UK for that matter. It's a blessing. Why? Because you have the basic necessities of life. You know, you have running water, you have access to food and drink, you have access to electricity, 24 hours electricity, 365 days electricity, right? Heating, a roof over your head, like you're not living in abject, dire poverty, like some people are in other countries around the world, right? So we've got a lot to be grateful for. And I think a lot of people miss that part. They just get caught up in, the general sentiment, and they don't take time to actually be grateful for their circumstances, their situation, and all that they have, all that they possess. They don't take the time to really, and obviously it's also because of, our lifestyle, like this on the go kind of working patterns and, just society, we're very like fast paced, right? And so people don't always get the time to really sit back and appreciate all that they have. But I think that, that's why you see a lot of people with the bitch face, the bitch face, bitch face, like, resting bitch face. A lot of a lot of guys, a lot of girls walk around with that face, that, that push up face. They walk around like that because they are, they're not necessarily so happy within, and so that's what I think 2026, yeah, people need to change their mentality, people need to change their attitude, people need to return to love. Yes, people need to return to love, have more love in their heart, because people don't, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you can see someone, right, and you can nod at them, or, you know what I mean, do one of these ones, and they will just look at you like this, like I'm not interacting with a human being, like it's like a dog or like some kind of brick wall, you know? Or you may go to say hello to someone, give them a greeting, and they look at you like, why are you saying hello to me? Like, do I know you? Like, they're looking at you like suspiciously. Even to go and approach someone, to talk to someone and ask them something, they're already looking at you like, why are you talking to me? Like, they're looking at you maybe suspiciously or something. You know what I mean? And I think maybe it does have a part to play, like when you are from an urban area, inner city area, the hood, so to speak, the ends, that's how people are in it. Maybe when you go to the countryside, people are a bit more receptive to, strangers, talking to strangers and greeting people they don't know. You know what I mean? But in the inner city is very different. It's the complete opposite. Everyone's not that way, but most people are that way. You know what I mean? Most people are putting up this kind of, this stern, cold face. You know what I mean? And there isn't so much of a community spirit. But that's what I'm saying. I think if we can change that, that can be changed by, like what Michael Jackson said, yeah. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change, right? So we need to look in the mirror and look at the reflection and see what do we see in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like, we need to make a change. The change starts from within. Like, the change starts with us, right? And then once we change our mentality, each and every one of us, then, collectively, society, the sentiments will change. You know what I mean? Like, things can change. But if everyone just decides to say, you know what, I'm gonna just be low vibrational like how everyone else is low vibrational, then you know what I mean, the situation is not gonna change, you know? And so yeah, it takes every one of us to just make a difference, you know what I mean? Um I don't know if it's maybe like a thing of like, you know, because like when you're from like even like in New York, London, you know, when you're from like big metropolitan cities, like cosmopolitan cities, where you have people from all over, there is maybe less of a community cohesion or maybe less community spirit because it's people from different places, so they didn't necessarily understand each other or understand each other's you know, like way of living or attitudes and stuff like that. And that's why some people are saying, you know, I mean, I don't want to get into an immigration debate, but yeah, but I'm just basically saying, touching on the topic, is the UK bad vibes? I think it may be bad vibes, but you can change it, we can change it. And I think the country itself is not necessarily bad vibes, even though the government may be, you know, the cost of living may be high, and you know, there's certain things that need to be changed in this country as with any other country. But I think if we individually make a change to make the UK good vibes or to make London more positive place, then irrespective, like despite what the government may be doing or despite the cost of living, things will be more enjoyable and more nicer in London. You know what I mean? So people need to return to love. That's all basically what I'm saying. People need to return to love and have more love in their hearts for each other, for their fellow man. You get me? Yeah. So that's basically all about today's video. Yeah, please drop a comment, like, smash the like button. Yeah, smash it, ring the bell, and share it, and I'll see you on the next video.